Our group helps families to move to Michigan from all over the United States and sometimes internationally. So we get a feel for what people really need and want and what their questions are when they're relocating to Michigan. Compared to many parts of the country, there's a lot of really great reasons to be here in Michigan. Number one, it's a lower cost of living. Second, we've got really great affordable housing. It's got really great job opportunities in a variety of industries. There's incredible access to nature, and we really do enjoy 4 seasons here in Michigan. For a lot of people moving here from places like California, Texas, New York, they can work remotely, have an affordable house with a lot more space for a lot less money. First-time home buyers have been priced out of other markets, find it as a really great way to get settled into their first home. Actually, a lot of retirees find that there's a really great quality of life here that's pretty affordable. So Michigan really does feel like you can get the lifestyle that you want without the extreme cost. So there's something that a lot of people don't even realize in addition to this until they get here. And that's, we have this extraordinary bodies of water, the Great Lakes, but there's also 10,000 inland lakes. Everywhere you go, there's an opportunity to enjoy a beach, boating, sailing, water skiing, whatever it is that you want. The lakes around here are absolutely extraordinary and beautiful. In fact, we have the most freshwater lakeshore of any state in the United States. Let's talk about the cost of living in Michigan. We get this question all the time. Is Michigan affordable? The answer, of course, is yes, especially when you compare it to a lot of states that are out there, particularly on the coast. Housing costs here in Michigan are significantly lower on average than a lot of other parts of the nation. These rules apply whether you're buying or renting. Groceries and gas generally are more affordable than the national averages. The utilities generally are as well, except in the wintertime when the cost of heating can get a little bit higher than the national average. Overall, Michigan really simply is a place where your dollar goes further. For a lot of people, that gives you the ability to buy a home that could have been completely impossible somewhere else. So let's talk about the best places to live in Michigan. This is really subjective, of course. Let's talk about the biggest city in the state of Michigan, first of all, Detroit. It's really gone through a revitalization in the last 12 to 15 years. It's got extraordinary restaurants, amazing sports venues, up-and-coming neighborhoods, the #1 riverfront in the entire United States. It's got a really vibrant cultural scene and a growing startup and technology industry. If you're looking for a walkable, energetic city environment, Detroit really is the place to be. And if you're looking for something a little bit more suburban, there's a lot of really great options. Let's talk about Northville. Northville is really known for its historic charm and its downtown area. It's got an amazing state park called Mayberry State Park. It really has a lot going for it. Royal Oak, it's really close to the city of Detroit and has a vibrant scene for professionals, a lot of restaurants and entertainment venues. Ferndale has a really strong community vibe and a really vibrant arts culture. If you're looking for something a little bit more upscale, Birmingham really has a lot of beautiful luxury architecture, extraordinary shopping, beautiful restaurants, and is downtown that's really super walkable, and you'll find something for everybody. If a lake is important to you, the points, we call them the Grosse Points, are right along Lake St. Clair, and it presents all kinds of options for housing, whether you're looking for an estate home directly on the water or other options. There's extraordinary parks and a really nice culinary scene. If you're looking for a little bit more rural vibe, the further north you go, generally the more rural it gets. You're going to find extraordinary nature, whether you're looking for pine forests or hardwood forests, if you're looking for sand dunes, if you're looking for beautiful communities that have a vibrant arts and culinary scene. Traverse City, Grand Rapids, all these areas generally give a little bit more rural experience. Now the trade-off is going to be that you're going to have a little bit colder weather the further north you go in the wintertime. Now, let's not forget about one of my favorite places in Michigan, the Upper Peninsula. It's this massive piece of land just north of the Mackinac Straits where you can enjoy any kind of outdoor sports activity imaginable, whether it's skiing, hiking, snowmobiling in the wintertime, whatever it is that you want to do. The communities there tend to be a little bit smaller, and the options for housing become even more affordable. These are just a few examples, but there are dozens more places where you could settle in Michigan. Let's talk about the economy and jobs. Michigan's economy has really evolved over the last 10, 20, 30, 40 years. Southeast Michigan is still the automotive capital. Ford, General Motors, and Chrysler still have their headquarters here in Southeast Michigan, but there's a lot of other options for industry that have developed over the last 10, 20, 30, 40 years. Healthcare is a big deal here in Southeast Michigan, not just in the delivery of services, but also in research, technology, and software. Life sciences. Detroit, in particular, has become an ecosystem for a lot of startup companies. And Ann Arbor, home of the University of Michigan, really is known as an area that attracts high technology because of the industry and university research institutions that exist there. Another thing that makes Michigan particularly attractive is your ability to do work remotely. A lot of people are keeping their current jobs. If it allows them to work remotely, they can have a much more affordable lifestyle here in Michigan. Okay, let's talk about the elephant in the room, the weather. In the wintertime, it can get really cold here in Michigan. Sometimes it begins the 1st of November and sometimes the end of November, but they can be really harsh, particularly when you get near the Great Lakes on the west side of the state. We have this thing called lake effect snow. Whether you're in the Upper Peninsula or you're on the west side of the state of Michigan, plan that you're going to get a lot of that stuff. The biggest tip for Michigan winters is simple. Really good tires and a really good jacket. Let's talk about spring. You know, we have this saying, winter always turns to spring. And in Michigan, when that happens, we really love that experience because everything pops at the same time. The flowers start to come out, the snow is gone, and it really is an invigorating experience. Michigan is probably the most beautiful place on the planet in the summertime. Early June until the end of August, we take advantage of long days, boating, beaches, anything that you can imagine, really just to get outdoors and enjoy nature. Very few places are as beautiful as Michigan in the fall. The burst of colors that we have at every turn, the cider mills, the crisp fall air, the football games, it really is a magical place in the fall. Let's talk about the Michigan lifestyle. With access to 4 out of the 5 Great Lakes, anything you can imagine on the water you can do here in Michigan. Kayaking, water skiing, boating, fishing, swimming, it's all right here. It's really an amazing experience. There are also a lot of really great nature opportunities. There are trails, there are hiking options, especially in the Upper Peninsula, extraordinary opportunities to have the most picturesque camping and hiking experiences you could imagine. In the wintertime, skiing and snowboarding are super popular. We have a variety of ski hills, including Crystal Mountain, Boyne Mountain, and if you're into cross-country skiing, there's a myriad of opportunities for that as well. Snowmobiling is a big deal as well throughout the lower and the upper peninsula. And culturally in Michigan, there's a lot of other things going on. In Detroit, we have extraordinary professional sports teams. We have museums. We have music venues, culinary events. We've got all extraordinary kinds of restaurants, breweries, wineries, coffee shops, bakeries. Anything that you could possibly want is here in Michigan. Now let's talk about the pros and cons of living here in Michigan. Some of the biggest advantages to living in Michigan include affordable cost of living, access to nature and lakes, strong communities, growing job opportunities, 4 beautiful seasons, education opportunities. It's all here. Let's talk about some of the downsides to living here in Michigan. The winters, you need to be ready for some cold weather. A lot of people in the middle of winter take refuge, go to a warmer climate for a week just to break up the entire long, cold winter. Another downside here is the public transportation. Outside of the urban areas, it's pretty limited. For most people who live here or are moving to Michigan, they find that the pros far outweigh the downside. So here's some final thoughts about living or moving to Michigan. Michigan is one of those places that really doesn't try to impress you, but it gives you access to anything you could possibly want. You get space, you get nature, you get 4 seasons, you get strong communities, and you get a lifestyle that's really balanced when you compare it to a lot of other parts of the country. If you're planning to move to Michigan, we've created a free Relocating to Michigan guide. And what we'd like for you to do is just download that, take a look at it. It's going to show you what you need to do in advance of moving here. We've also included a checklist of all the things that you need to be prepared for when you come to Michigan. Download it using the link in the description below. So if you're contemplating a move to Michigan, give us a call, shoot us a text, send us an email. We're happy to get you the information that you need to decide which is the best part of our great state that serves your needs the best. Thanks for watching, and we'll see you in the next video.